Good afternoon. We want to thank you all so much for coming out on this lovely day to see this wonderful fifth grade production of The Adventures of Robin Hood and His Merry Men. These students have been working since Thanksgiving on this play, on memorizing their lines and on their presentation skills and their delivery. And we just really hope you are as blessed as Mr. Power and I have been to see what great work they've done. Also today we want to make you aware that the students will be using the aisles for the play, so please just keep the aisles clear if you need to get up or something. And with that, we are about to enter into the dark ages of England when nobody knew who they could trust, right into the heart of Sherwood Forest. Enjoy the show.
King Richard I came to the throne in 1189, and very soon left it empty when he set off on the Third Crusade. His wicked brother, Prince John, became ruler of the country in his absence. John was a cruel and merciless man who took from the poor and gave to the rich. Who took from the poor to make money for himself. The poor peasants of Nottingham had a friend in a young man named Robin Hood, who took from the rich and gave to the poor. His identity was unknown until he was betrayed by a steward woman, who told Prince John that the noble Robert, Earl of Huntingdon, was none other than Robin Hood. Prince John then ordered Sir Guy of Gisborne to arrest Robin and seize his holdings at Locksley Hall. Today we join Robin at his wedding to Maid Marian, which may not be the joyous occasion the two young lovers had hoped for.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here this day to celebrate the love of Earl Robert Fitzooth and Maid Marian. Envious you that they have been together, we have seen their love grow, and today they come to join their lives together as husband and wife.
Stop everything! There will be no wedding today. I have in my hand a royal edict declaring this man an outlaw. Be it known to all, in the name of Prince John, Regent of England, that Robert Fitzooth, Lord Robert, Earl of Huntingdon, known also as Robin Hood, for as much as he has aided the king's enemies, broken the king's laws, and is a traitor to the king and to those sent by him authority, that the same Robert Fitzooth is hereby declared outlaw. His lands and goods forfeit, his person proscribed and banished. Never Richard or king, than the regent Prince John.
Stay calm, my dear guests. Let not your minds be troubled. I will deal with this interruption. Why then, here and now, Robert Fitzooth, Earl of Huntingdon, ceases to be. Both you and Sheriff have called me Robin Hood, and so you and Prince John himself shall live to fear that name. And not only you, but all those like you shall go in terror, as long as Robin Hood reigns in Sherwood and wherever else wrongs need to be righted, until King Richard comes home from the crusade, and there is justice once more in this fair land of England. Lady Marian, did you give your love to the Earl of Huntingdon or to plain Robin Hood?
I gave my love neither to the Earl nor to his earldom, but to the man whom I love and whose wife once I shall be.
Aww.
So Robert Fitzooth of Huntingdon became Robin Hood of Sherwood Forest. Many joined his band of outlaws. When Robin was settled in his new home in Sherwood Forest, he began to go looking for adventure. One of these wanderings abroad resulted in Robin finding one of his most loyal and trusted followers, who became his best friend.
Hi-ho, hither walks a man, methinks. Yea, yonder bridge is too narrow for the twain of us to cross. Lest he arrive there first, I will put wind in my step and claim the bridge my own.
Alackajay! I see your tricks. Out of my way with a boy unless you are dunking in the street.
Fire upon it. You may be tall and truth, but you know that through my speedy cat-like reflexes. Now get off this bridge until I have crossed over it. If you refuse, I assure you will be the one getting dunked.
By the wood! I'll break your face first, then I'll throw you into the water afterward.
You talk like a plain donkey. If I were to bend and coward. I will lay aside my weapons and challenge you with a quarterstaff like yours. Stay here until I go gut one out of the thicket.
Here I stand, 1 foot on the bridge, till you are ready for your cold bath in the street.
Lo, what strong staff I have, the very thing for knocking insolent rogues into the water. Let's fight here on the bridge so there will be no doubt who has won, and the victor may go on his way without getting wet.
By all means, I'd rather not hurt you, but I will.
Slash!
Good fellow, where are you?
Here I am, just putting my shoulder back into its socket. I must confess, I am well beaten. You're a fine fellow and a good fighter. Let peace now take its turn and govern our discourse. The bridge is yours, and I will seldom invite your wrath upon my flesh. Where were you walking?
To tell the truth, I was in search of a man they call Robin Hood.
Good master, what happened to you? Come, this fine fellow here has just talked me into yonder stream with this fine staff. Say good night, poor fellow. No man insults Robin Hood and lives to tell about it.
Robin Hood?
Come now, my friend, do not be afraid of my merry men. These men protect me and do my bidding. You too can join them if you shake my hand and swear loyalty to Robin.
Why, here is my hand, and my heart goes with it, honest Robin. My name is John Little, and I promise to serve you faithfully.
Well then listen then, this little baby came to us as John Little, but seeing that he's so small, so puny a babe, we'll turn his name around and call him Little John, now and forever. Long live Little John.
Long live Little John!
Next to join Robin's faithful group in the greenwood was Friar Tuck. Before meeting Robin, Friar Tuck lived in a hermit's cell by the river. He ferried people across the river for a small fee. Robin Hood has just come upon Friar Tuck sitting by the river.
Now then, my fine fellow, come and ferry me over the river.
Oh, in good time, son. Oh, in good time. He could have swum across the river if he weren't so lazy, and the wedding would have done him good. But I am a righteous man who has vowed to serve others. Now then, let me see how much money you have.
Surely, good friar, you not rob me.
No, I only ask for money for the, let's see here, poor.
No man should be forced to give to the poor unless he wants to.
But it is my job as a priest to encourage you to give to the poor, and I will do that however I have to.
Okay then, come search me. For that you shall carry me across the river once more, on your back, and don't expect to get any money for it. If you even ask, all you'll get is a broken head.
Fair bargain.
Splash! What say you we call a truce? Would you shake my hand? I have never met a holy man who's as skilled with the quarterstaff as you are. Let us make peace and rest a while in your home, where you surely will be able to feed a poor wanderer such as me.
Here we are in my simple dwelling. I'm sorry to say I have very little food here, just a small bowl of peas and some water. You are welcome to both. I generally have the water first and then the peas, but sometimes I put the peas in the water.
It seems, holy brother, that a few peas and a jug of water have fattened you up quite well. Surely it is a miracle that a man who lives upon a handful of peas is so round and so strong a fighter as you are. Perhaps you can find something a little richer to feast upon? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I do have a penny. I wonder if a whole penny might change your mind.
Not as good as a wink to a blind horse. You have judged right well. Food I have aplenty for the visitor willing to add shine to the table. If your penny bites silver, your plate will be shoveled high. That's a good one.
That's more like it.
So Friar Tuck joined Robin in Sherwood Forest and became one of the merriest of all men present there. It is even said that his contagious happiness sparked an outbreak of merriment in a village south of Sherwood Forest.
Meanwhile, as Robin's group of merry people continued to grow, Marian was determined to join them in Sherwood. So long as she remained living in her father's castle, she was under his power, which meant that he would decide whom she would marry. Sir Guy was aware of this and wanted Marian for his own, so he decided to visit the castle and try to influence her father through flattery.
What Marian needs is a husband. As a husband would be the best solution for her and her silly idea of joining Robin Hood and Sherwood Forest. And I could be just that husband.
I will have no man of your choosing, Father, unless he is my choice also. And my choice is, and will always be, brave Robin Hood.
Where are you going?
I'm leaving. Don't leave the porch slip for me. I'll be in Sherwood.
You would do no such thing.
Watch me.
I'll have up the bridge. Rip! Raise the drawbridge.
Aye, sir. Right away. Then I'll swim the moat. Mabel, bring me my swimsuit. Yes, ma'am.
Now secure the gates. Jasper, go lock the gates.
Then I'll leap from the castle wall. Shelley, bring me several pillows and a first aid kit. Yes, ma'am.
Now I'll lock you in your room. So, bring me a padlock.
One padlock right away, sir. Then I'll shred the curtains and escape through the window. Delilah, bring me my sewing kit. Yes, ma'am.
Then I will lock you in the tower dungeon where you will only see light through the keyhole. Sure! Throw some fresh hay in the tower dungeon. Marian just made reservations for one. Yes, sir.
Then I'll find some other way of escape. Father, if you let me go freely, I will return to you. But if you lock me up, I will never come back.
I can see you want to be direction her aim. You are quite a puzzle to me, dear daughter, but my blessing is upon you.
So Marian left her father's castle to live in the forest with Robin Hood. Meanwhile, hearing that Prince John was at Nottingham, Robin Hood walked near the edge of Sherwood disguised as a forest ranger. He hoped to meet a traveler and learn of Prince John's intentions. As he strolled along the road, he met a young man dressed in forest attire who wore a sword at his side.
How now, good fellow? What news is there today in the good city of Nottingham?
I go about my own business, and the news is that Prince John has come upon the outlaws of the forest.
About time, too. And what do you do, my fine fellow, with that sword?
I mind my own business, which I read that other wanderers in Sherwood did likewise.
My business is with the like such as you. Tell me your name, or else my sword shall coerce it from you.
Two can play at that game.
Hold your hand, good fellow. You fight too well to be wasted away like this. Come now, throw in your lot with Robin Hood and be one of his merrymen.
Are you Robin Hood?
Robin Hood I am, and no other.
Oh, Robin, do you not know me?
Marian, and I wounded you, yet knew you not. Come away with me now to our secret glen, and let my men welcome their queen, Maid Marian of Sherwood Forest.
So Marian moved to Sherwood Forest. Sir Guy was jealous and wanted to capture Robin Hood. By doing so, he would win favor with Prince John and eliminate his rival for Marian's hand in marriage. But it would be some time before Prince John would show his face again. However, we soon meet another villain, the shape-shifting witch Mother Maudlin, who disguises herself as Maid Marian.
Oh, fair Marian, how are you?
I'm blessed beyond measure in your presence.
Your happiness is my fulfillment. But tell me, how have you passed this glorious day?
Never has a hunting trip seen such a success.
down. A long shot, and my arrow landed in his heart.
Truly, tonight's feast shall be memorable thanks to your archery skills.
I would think so. But Robin, a shadow fell upon us as we were hunting. A raven sat in the tree over our heads and croaked sadly. The shepherd Carolyn swore that it was no ordinary bird, but Mother Maudlin, the witch of Papulik, who's said to be a shapeshifter. Carolyn later saw Maudlin and said she cursed him, promising that terrible things would happen to anyone who ate the deer at Robin Hood's feast.
Is it Papewick or Papawick?
I say Papulik.
But old John said it was Papewick.
How does the witch say it?
I've never talked to her.
Marian left with her friend to wash her hands in the stream. When she came back, she looked rather strange, staring at people with furrowed brow and vacant eyes. Everything she said was followed by a wicked cackle.
You don't look so well. What happened down by the creek?
I feel fine. I feel like 10 pennies, and I think you should watch your tune.
All right. Let us call our friends to the feast.
Friends, they shall not feast on this deer. It is too good for such rough country people. A starved sheep's carcass would be good enough for them. Scarlet, take the deer to Mother Maudlin. She's such a wise woman.
Marian, what are you saying?
I shot the deer, and I'll give it to whoever I want to. Robin, you're being irksome, and I'm tired of your presence. I think we should take some space so that I can go make my potions and think of your curses.
So you can go and do what?
I mean to go have my devotions and read new verses.
I am confused. Marian is acting crazy. I think I better go speak with her.
Hello, my love. Forgive me for staying away from you for so long.
And now you dare call me your love after you declared that our guests were fit to eat the deer you shot and sent the meat to Mother Maudlin?
What are you talking about? I did no such thing. Either you're joking or you have been deceived.
What is happening? Could it be? No. But maybe. But it couldn't.
What is it?
Aw, kind Marian sent me a deer, Marian did. A whole deer for poor old Martin. The fattest deer that I ever saw. Oh, such happiness for a poor old woman. I shall go crazy with joy.
Surely, good mother, there's some mistake. If I did indeed give such an order, some madness must have come upon you.
Do you dare to give back the gift that you have given me?
No, Maudlin, I didn't give you the deer. It belongs to our friends, the shepherds and the shepherdesses.
You and your feast are cursed. Cursed, I say, cursed. The spit stands still and no joints turn before the fire, but let it burn. Both sides and haunches till the whole convert thee into one coal. The stinky dropsy enter in your filthy cook and swell his skin. The pain called the gout begin to prick and itch from toe to shin, and cramp the cook in every limb before you dine all this on him!
Here's a mess. Poor Reynolds the cook has gotten sick all of a sudden. He is filled with aches and pains, cannot stand, cannot move, and worst of all, he can't cook.
She is indeed a witch. I believe she can change herself into any shape, as you told me, Marian. Sweet Marian, forgive me for doubting you. You, good sire. Go back and cook our meal. It would be a pity to spoil it.
By the mass, that would be the greatest pity of all. Let us hurry to save our dinner.
And I'm off to get that witch. Come on, men.
So Robin and his merrymen went to Maudlin's hovel. But when they got there, it was not Maudlin who met them at the door.
Marian, you run faster than I do. And yet,
Leave Maudlin in peace, Robin. They say she is a witch, but that is false. It is only that she is far wiser than any of them. I beg you, if you love me, do not chase her any further, for she is my dear friend.
come closer, Marian, so I can get a good look at you. You look odd. And what's that belt around your waist? I've never seen it before. Where did you get it?
So you made yourself look like Mary by wearing this charmed belt. Mother Robin, there is no place for someone like you in Sherwood Forest or in Papewick. You have 5 minutes to disappear. And if I ever see you again, I will shoot you.
So Mother Maudlin was banished from Sherwood forever, and the merry men and the shepherds all had a grand feast, prepared and greatly enjoyed by Friar Tuck.
Delicious.
Even better than
Let's try treating food.
We now return to the legends surrounding Sir Guy's pursuit of Maid Marian. Sir Guy and his soldiers surprised Marian and Robin one night and attacked them without mercy. After fighting with Sir Guy, Marian outmaneuvered him and pinned him to the floor with her sword at his neck.
Surrender and command your men to drop their weapons, or I will slay you here and now.
Mercy, good sir. Put down your swords, men. We
are beaten. Sir God, I have you at my mercy.
Marian, I've always been at your mercy. It is my love for you that made me cry so hard and so often to keep you from Robin Hood.
Sir God, you have threatened the life of my Lord Robin Hood many times, and that is a threat to my life as well, because I cannot go on living without Robin. You know that I would rather die than that.
Then let me strike off his head. We've been troubled by this false knight all too long, and if he lives, our friends will continue to be in danger.
Not so. Sir God, you will swear by your knighthood not to seek vengeance on these good friends of ours who have helped us. And you must swear not to pursue Robin Hood or me ever again. If you agree to these terms, you shall live.
And if you break this oath, I will have no more mercy on you.
I swear to abide by these terms by the honor of knighthood and my hope of salvation.
To Marian, making Sir Guy promise to stop his efforts to kill Robin and then letting him go free seemed like the best plan. The only thing she had not planned on was Sir Guy breaking his promise, and that is precisely what happened. Sir Guy dressed as a forester and walked through Sherwood looking for Robin Hood. He wanted to get close to him so that he could kill him by surprise.
Good morning, good fellow. Though I do not recognize you as a local forester, I can tell by your fine bow you're an archer, and a good one, too.
Yes, that's right. An archer. I'm an archer from Pendle Forest, but a stranger in this glade. I'm questing for a man named Robin Hood, as I would like to join his band of merry people.
Come with me, good man. We'll easily guide you to Robin Hood.
Robin Hood, your life is now over.
Sir Guy, we're a coward and a traitor. Will you not meet me fairly, man to man, and sword to sword? There is no shame in that. For I am as nobly born as yourself, and you know it. To shoot an unarmed man is cowardly and shameful.
When Robert of Locksley became Robin Hood of Sherwood, he became an outlaw, and honor does not matter with outlaws. In a little while I shall win my horn, and the sheriff will know that Robin Hood is dead, and by then the half of your followers will be dead or prisoners also. But if you surrender to me now, I promise you gallows and nothing else.
Why then I choose an arrow in Sherwood, if you can plant one in my heart. The combat is even, and may God defend the right. There lies a false and dishonored man, and in his death may he yet do good.
While Robin Hood is busy with Sir Guy, the Sheriff of Nottingham has captured Little John. He is now waiting for the sound of Sir Guy's horn announcing the end of Robin Hood. So Robin dressed in Sir Guy's clothes and pretended that he was Sir Guy. By doing this, he was able to approach the sheriff and get very close to him. He kept his hood lowered so that his face was hard to see.
You hear that? That is Guy's horn. That means he killed Robin Hood. That's the best news I've heard all day. Ah, the man of the hour. Guys, you deserve an award. Now I'll give you whatever you ask.
I want no reward, for I've always hated this man whose head I bring you here. His death is rewarded enough. me one favor. I ask you this. Let me have the honor of killing that man, Little John, just as I have killed his master.
A crazy choice to make when you could have had gold as a reward. But I will grant your wish. Realize Little John. He is yours to kill.
It is I, Robin Hood. If we have to die here, we will at least go down fighting. We will never surrender willingly to this sheriff.
Robin Hood, this is the devil. Kill him.
Robin Hood and Little John fight bravely, but they are overwhelmed by having to fight so many of the sheriff's men. Suddenly, a knight wearing black armor enters the battle from nowhere, swinging an axe.
What? So many men against only two? Back you wolf!
And the Black Knight thundered after the sheriff and his men as they ran for their lives. Who was this Black Knight?
Sir Robin Hood continued to send his followers after Robin Hood to kill him, even after the death of Sir Guy. Finally, he took his matters into his own hand and went to Sherwood to capture Marion when he knew that Robin Hood was not there.
So here's the tigress in her den. After all these years, we finally meet again. And not to part so quickly as last time. Come, quickly, you cannot escape. Robin Hood will not save you. I made sure he was busy before I came for you.
Death, you wild beast. Prince or no prince, this sword is the kingdom, and I can reserve any man to defend myself until Robin Hood.
Quickly, catch her, you fools. Curtsy for your slowness. If you had caught her quicker, she could not have blown that horn. Now every moment we delay, we are in danger. Now Robin Hood will rush to the sound of that horn. Now we have her. Come quickly, my pretty, or we'll have that dog Robin Hood barking at our heels.
At this point, an arrow flies to the air, hitting Prince John between his thumb and forefinger, hitting him to the bone. Had Robin run nearly half a mile, the arrow would have destroyed John's hand, and he would have trouble signing the Magna Carta.
Prince John, must be tired by his women. Turn and fight me instead.
So Robin Hood is defeated by the merry men and taken to a cave just as a religious pilgrim arrives. Does this pilgrim look familiar? Does he favor the Black Knight?
You don't belong here, friend Robin Hood, on the king's deer.
We do kill the king's deer for our meat, but I don't think the law is fair. They go with poor man's strength because they make it hurt and give the poor. But I've never stolen from anyone who's honest or worthy. Come now, we may be thieves, but thieves of honor. You have to honor yourself by sharing meal with us, unless you drink from the king's deer.
Drink. Why will I drink from my own? And I am the king who is my book. Also I don't see this one.
Then come and drink with us, King Richard, and a speedy return.
You drink to the king's return, even though you're outlaws.
We owe it to the king for after all our little bargain. We have never gotten when we barely live in Sherwood. We owe allegiance to our king. We always reign to his king. Outlaws, the king!
The king in his return from the Crusades!
When the meal is over and the toast have been drunk, Robin remembers he has a prisoner.
I'm reminded to be the prisoner, one who attacks women and knows how to protect them. Bring before us, Little John.
Richard! King Richard! My brother! Come back to punish me!
Untie him. Now go swiftly and sin no more.
Pardon, my liege.
Stand up again. Stand up, my friend. I fully pardon you and all who are here. Robin, you're to name yourself. Sire, heard you spoken about England as a friend before. I also know that you and Lady Marion have agreed not to get married until I, the king, return to give her to you in marriage. Is this true?
It is my liege.
And here now I give her to you.
So Robin Hood and Maid Marian were married in Sherwood Forest, with King Richard to give the bride away. Then they marched to Nottingham in triumph. As they marched to Nottingham, the plowman left his plow in the field, the blacksmith left his iron on his anvil, and the sick and aged hovered to their doors to cheer for King Richard. King Richard and Robin Hood.
King Richard and